All right, welcome to Drill Down Earnings. We've got a quick look at the latest quarterly results from that all-important data center provider, Vertiv, second quarter earnings. This is the business story behind one stock on a move, and the stock is moving. I'm Cory Johnson, the Chief Market Strategist for the Futurum Group. So Vertiv, a very important company, not least of which because NVIDIA itself has cited it as an important partner, providing the liquid cooling and other things that can make data centers work in the modern era. So a lot of excitement about this stock. People look for a beat or a miss on Wall Street, and this is a beat, but at least beating some of the numbers out there. But let's look what the business actually did, the real numbers here. So really strong order growth of 57%, but revenue is only growing at 13%. Operating profits growing a lot. This business is becoming a lot more profitable. But I think there's some disappointment in the order growth, or the order growth looked good. The revenue growth itself was actually materializing in this quarter. 13%, sales are staying strong for this business. When we look a little bit deeper into the numbers, you see operating profits 14%. That continues to improve for this company. Kind of every quarter, the march of improvement is a really good thing to see. And again, that order growth is just fantastic. The order growth ticking up and up, a little bit down from the last quarter, but not materially so. Really strong numbers there. And their book-to-bill ratio of 1.4, again, a little off last quarter, but continuing to improve from where it was. You know, book-to-bill above 1, of course, really shows growth is coming, even when it's not here yet. All right, so let's look at how the stock reacted here. 11% sell-off on the stock in the day after these results came out. Again, reflecting perhaps that the revenues aren't ticking up as much as we might have hoped in this age of AI. And yet, you know, after 218% growth in the year, still, despite today's sell-off, that's a pretty good move in this stock. Interesting conference call from CEO Giordano Albertazzi. He's got kind of an English accent, I don't know, but it sounds like it should be more Italian than that. In any case, Giordano Albertazzi talked about how partnering with companies like NVIDIA and the customers they're building these data centers for, not just with, really is a team effort here. And when you've got liquid cooling devices protecting a $2 million stack of a supercomputer powered by NVIDIA chips, it's a mission critical event that you've got to be ready for when things go wrong, and that's what Vertiv's all about. Check this out.
The example that I made very, let's say at a high level, obviously given the time constraints when we were going through the slide, is a liquid cooling system. So here we have probably a $2 million rack that is kept alive, if you will, by a secondary, so-called liquid cooled circuit, and there is an inertia on that is in seconds. So differently from the past, when you would have an entire room helping if something goes wrong in a thermal system, here you have your CDU and your two or multiple $2 million racks. So you have to be able to see things before they happen, and when you see something, be able to intervene in seconds. So the value is really the utilization and the resilience of our customers' infrastructure. And it is enormously important.
So Vertiv working closely with their customers, and maybe that's one of the reasons we're seeing some sort of development happen at the pace of the customers, maybe not the pace of Wall Street and the sell-off in the stock. But what's it all mean? I'm going to tell you one number I want you to remember about Vertiv and what we learned this quarter right after this.
The Drill Down is brought to you by Futurum Group, where analysts, researchers, advisors, content creators, and marketing experts help business leaders anticipate and understand shifts in their industries and build strategies to leverage disruptive innovation. With deep analysis, Futurum Group's extensive industry experience delivers reliable research and data, thought leadership, and actionable advice to help you with your strategy and go-to-market efforts. Futurum Group.
So Vertiv out with Q2 earnings, an important company giving us liquid cooling for data centers. We need Vertiv. We need these results. We needed their organic revenue growth, 13% sales growth, may be a little disappointing to Wall Street. That's why the stock is selling off. But I promise you the Drill Down Earnings Bite, the one number that tells us a whole lot, and that number is 57%. This company saw order growth of 57%. So while revenues only grew at 13%, orders growing much, much faster, suggesting good things in the future, maybe if not now, for Vertiv. All right, thanks for listening to Drill Down Earnings. I'm Cory Johnson. And of course, you can check us out on X at Cory TV, on Instagram and TikTok at Drill Down Pod, and at the 6.5 Media YouTube page. Drill Down Earnings, part of 6.5 Media.